In this video, I am doing stitch braids, crisscross, kind of like my own type of style. I did like a combination of what I've seen out there online, and here you go. I did do the other side off camera. I just didn't feel like moving the camera around, but this is pretty much the same way that I did the other side. I am just showing you on this side where the angle is better for me to demonstrate and show you guys. Right now, I am parting the cornrows because it is 8 cornrows. I am basically cutting this in half. So I'm starting from the middle part, and then after doing that half of the other side, this is the other side I'm left with. And then I cut that section, which is this that I'm working on now, in half. And you see, this is how I create the sections for 2 braids in each section. I am basically doing the same format that I would do if I was doing straight backs. The only difference is I curved it at the top and that it is crisscross, and that is pretty much what I'm going to be showing you. If you want to see some plain old straight backs, I do have a video that I can link in the right hand corner that you can go back and look at and go and watch later. Or I'll just put the link in the description on how to do plain old straight back cornrow braids. But to do this hairstyle, continue watching, and you see I am just cleaning up the parts and, like I said, doing the format for this hairstyle. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, follow, like, comment. Comment if you like this hairstyle, if you want to try this hairstyle, if I needed a little bit more details, just anything that will help me with giving you guys the good content that you guys would like to see moving forward with me. I don't really know how to fix it unless you guys tell me. So yeah, now you see that I've sectioned it off. These are for the 2 braids. So now I am doing the part where it will be crisscrossing, and I am creating a line, and then I'm going to split it in half, but I have to clean up and make sure all the hair is put into place before I do so. So I am using my braiding gel to pretty much mold it. Because there is 3 sections that is crisscross, you're going to see 3 sections that I'm doing for the 2 braids. Right now I'm just creating the 3 sections. Then you're going to see me part and make the cornrow section for which and where it will be going. So that's what you see me doing here. I'm just simply splitting the section in half. You want to make sure you have a lot of clips and braiding gel just to help with the molding. The clips will help move the hair out the way, so when you're doing the crisscross, you can just unclip them or clip them depending on how you are doing it. The parts that I'm not using, you will see me clip away, but you'll also see me clipping it off to just move out the way because I am done parting it. And I did the parting for the middle part because it'll be much easier to do the other side from the top and the back section, because it'll just meet that middle section of where I did it, as you can see that I'm doing right now. And I'm just pretty much making sure, you're going to see me looking on the other side just to make sure that the sides are looking as identical as possible. And I'm just clipping it off to the side, and you see I'm still keeping the sections in 3 into thirds, because where you see me parting now is where the crisscross action will happen, and then it'll crisscross again in the back part, which you'll see once I get to braiding it. But I'm just molding and clipping right now. Basically, like I said, I'm mapping it out, formatting how I want to do it in the most progressive way, if you will, to make sure that it's not any, mishaps along the way, and I know exactly how it will look. You're going to see me parting a whole lot because I just have to make sure the parts are nice and neat. So if you are wondering, like, why is she parting so much? And the braiding gel just helps just keep everything in place. So you'll see me parting and putting things in place. And you want to make sure you detangle before you braid, because that will be bad when trying to braid the hair. And now I'm making that curved section that you've seen in the beginning of the video when I was showing you guys the hairstyle that is being done in this video. I am doing the curved part, just as close as identical as the other side. And you're just basically just cutting into that section if it was a straight back braid. And then I'm just turning it around. Doing designs isn't really that hard. It's really all about how you part and where it's leading. You want to make sure that it's leading in a way, in a direction that you want it to go. And then I'm going to clip that off, and then I'm going to begin the braid. I also want to say that if you want more of a stitchy look, you want to use product a generous amount. Um, I I have a love and hate relationship with stitch braids. I like stitch braids because it looks really cute, but and it also just makes it look just so nice. But anyway, it's not my favorite thing to do intentionally, so I unintentionally do stitch braids. Just because of the product and maybe the texture of it being blown out or whatnot. I just naturally stitch, but to just try and stitch on purpose, it hurts my hands. I do have carpal tunnel. I don't know a braider that doesn't. If you don't have carpal tunnel and you're a braider, or at least not yet, I want to say take care of your hands. That's all I gotta say is take care of your hands. But me myself, it's been a long journey, and I just make sure I pace myself and that I don't overdo things that I know I can do, but just isn't helping my hands at all. So I can always do a stitch braid and try to do it intentionally. But is it more time? Is it more effort? Is it more on my hands? Yes, it is. So yeah. But now you see me doing that curved braid, and I'm just going to be braiding it in the design in the crisscross way. If you want to see this live, just go to my YouTube channel and at Slay by Gemma, and you'll see this as one of my videos that I did live, and you pretty much just see it in real time. I tried to keep this as close as I could to real time and just edit it to make sure it was all that you guys needed to see to just learn how to do this hairstyle. So yeah, on my live, you see all the little bumps or hurdles or just me in live action just doing it. And if you prefer that, then I would definitely recommend going to go see it live. It is still there. But here I am just doing it. Now you see I'm doing the crisscross way, and I'm just going over to that section. That's why it is clipped off. And I'm just braiding it, and then you're going to see me crisscross it again. As you are braiding each section, make sure you, as you braid, you detangle, because sometimes it can get tangled, especially with the braiding gel. It kind of stiffens the hair. So that's what you see me doing right here. Now that I am done with this braid, you see why I say section it off with clips. I'm going in and I am just basically molding in for the second braid, but the clips, you see how it helps? Now it's just going to go super fast because I already know where my curves and turns will be. So you're going to see me part off. I want to say I seen like a heart action like this where it was like a crisscross heart action. And that's what inspired this hairstyle. But either way, my son wasn't going to wear no hearts. So this was perfect for this hairstyle. So I'm just creating that other wraparound. Then I'm starting from the other side. When you are doing angles, you have to angle yourself to fit that mold. And now I am just starting to braid again. Now that I am in the middle section to do the last two braids, you see I am just parting. And to be honest, I'm just aligning this line with the line of the braids that I already created. And that is pretty much how I knew where to map out these lines, because I do want it to kind of give the identical effect. I am just copying basically. And that's the good thing about mapping out and doing one's half first. And that is pretty much what I am doing. I'm cleaning up my parts, of course, and molding everything down. And then I'm going to start my braiding process. Of course, I'm going to use my clips the same way I did the other braid and do the swirl as well. But yeah, you see how I just showed you guys? That was the other side. I just wanted you guys to get a glimpse of like what I was looking at and what I was basing these braids off of. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm just aligning everything together. I'm sorry if I cut off some parts again. I do have this live and I realized like this was kind of out of frame. I tried to get it to the best of my ability so you guys can see exactly how I'm parting these last two braids. So just bear with me. But yeah, if you want to see it live, yes, go check it out. This hairstyle lasted about 3 weeks with good maintenance and care. He used a shower cap when showering or bathing, and he also wore a do-rag at night or anytime he was just lounging around just to make sure his braids stayed nice and fresh. I will have a short, or I might plug it into the end on how these look about 3 weeks later, 4 weeks later, so you guys can see like, okay, it's not too bad, or it is really bad, but to me, I think it turned out really good. Again, the way you keep up your hair is all up to you, and that'll let you know the longevity that you will have with a style. If you're not taking care of it, it will not last long. So you want to make sure that you are doing all the things you need to do, oiling your scalp, wearing a shower cap, wearing a do-rag or a scarf, or whatever to protect your hair in times. And I'm not just saying any type of do-rag or scarf, a silk scarf. You want to make sure that the fibers are good. So you just want to make sure you take care of your hair. And I'm just pretty much still molding these braids. It is a lot of parting and molding, but once you get that first braid done in that section, I'm telling you, it goes by so fast. This hairstyle probably took me about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. And that's with me recording. So this probably would took me an hour if I wasn't recording this footage, but since I was, it took a little longer. But take your time. Do not rush. Just make sure you are precise and that your parts are clean and you have clips and all the supplies to ensure that this hairstyle turns out perfect. So that's all you pretty much need. It's really not that hard. And at the end, I did secure these with rubber bands just to make sure his hair did not unravel. Now I am oiling his scalp really well. I had to like turn his head 1,000 times. My son just don't hurt himself. But I do glob a lot on because I know that he's not going to. And because of his hair texture and because I really want it to last, I go over it with some Got2b. Then I go back over it again with some olive oil. I want his style to be nice and juicy when he take it out because I just know, especially for some guys, they do not oil their scalp or think about it. So I make sure I just glob it on like y'all see me always do. And then here's the finished product. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you want to see more male hairstyles, I have it for you guys right here. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure you subscribe, like, share. Peace and hair grease. Bye.